Okay, I think I finally figured it out. You know, there's one observation that you can't deny about this world, and that's that there's four seasons. You know, you have spring, you have summer, you have fall, and you have winter. Throughout your life, of course, you're going to run through each and every one of these seasons. Of course, some states have heavier seasons than others, but you do have those seasons. During spring, everything grows. During summer, you start to get your fruit or the development of fruit. And fall, a lot of things start to wither away. Most of your harvest is done, and you get ready for the winter. And of course, during winter, everything's just about dead, frozen, or, just dormant. Most of your trees go dormant, they drop their leaves. Um, a lot of your insects save throughout the year. They save during spring, summer, and fall for the winter. Winter is a is a time where everything gets a little bit more harder. You know, you can see this in nature. You have all of your animals hibernating, and take humans as well, for example. Back then, humans used to farm and grow their own food, and they would save food for the winter. If you do not save food, if you do not practice it at all, you would starve or you would have to purchase food somewhere else. But now it's not the case. Of course, you trade with a whole bunch of different states, and every other state has different climates. Not only other states, but different countries as well. Um, the seasons are the opposite from one hemisphere to the other. When we have our winter, I believe the southern hemisphere has their summer. I could be wrong, it could be vice versa, but I know that the two separate hemispheres, the upper and the lower, kind of goes the opposite of one another. So you have a lot of your fruit that gets shipped from the southern hemisphere, but the fruit is picked so early, it's not very good to eat. But regardless, there's a market for the product, so of course they sell. Anyways, I'm just kind of getting off course here. So throughout life, you see this. It's just something you can't disprove. It's just. Anyways, so I've observed this with my honeybees, and I've also observed this with my fruit trees. They grow through spring and summer and fall. Most of your leaves are falling off and getting ready for the winter. So between fall and winter, your tree is starting to become dormant and getting ready for the winter. And then it's rinse and repeat next year. Your seasons repeat every year of your life. So, is there a message coming from nature? Of course, nature was created, and it's, well, my belief, of course, is that God created everything. He created the seasons, He created, you know, all of creation. But regardless, I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm just going to focus on a lesson that you can learn from all of this. So, humans, us human beings, in a sense, we also go through these seasons. As we're children up into adulthood, we're developing, we're growing. You get your growth spurts, and your bone is developing, your brain is developing. There's just so much development that goes on the first 20 or 20 to 24 years. But anyways, everybody is a little different every here and there, but regardless, about 20 to 24, I would say. Okay, then after that growth, you know, you just kind of figure out what you're doing with your life, you know? Um, anyways, let me go back to the seasons. I was going to go somewhere else with that, but anyways. Okay, so, as you're developing, your body's developing, that's the spring portion of it. And then summer is the maturity of your body and enjoying that maturity. And, you know, basically, your life is at its peak, at its prime. And once you get older, much older, you start to ache. You lose your strength. You're just not what you used to be at your prime, of course. And your body starts to wither away, and you're getting ready for old age. It's something that you can't stop. Regardless, no matter what you do, you can do the best, and you'll enjoy your old age. But regardless, you still lose your strength. You know, and when you hit that old, mature season of your life, which would be your winter, you can't do things that you could when you were younger. Things are more brittle. Things tend to break easier, and of course, you become more forgetful. And it depends on how you prepare yourself during those first important 3 seasons of your life, which is going to predict your winter. So what are you doing right now to prepare for that winter? This can be wealth-wise, health-wise, spiritually, whatever. Anyways, like, this is just something to think about, something to consider, because I don't think many of us consider this. We just all go to work 9 to 5 every day of our lives, and we don't even consider the aging process. Every now and then it might, come to your mind, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm getting older. But you just kind of tend to forget it and you push it aside. So what are we doing? I would say that if there's any lessons to learn from any of this, is that we all have our seasons, we all have our primes, but eventually we'll all wither away. And with life, everything goes back to the earth, and it's rinse and repeat. That's how it goes. So what are you doing to prepare for that winter? Are you going to let the government take care of you when you're older? Or are you going to take care of yourself right now while you're young to prepare for that winter? And just kind of take care of yourself while you can. Learn something from the honeybees. Honeybees, they go dormant during winter. And if they don't have enough honey or pollen saved up for that winter, they die. You can't do much about it. There's no nectar, there's no pollen during the winter time, especially up here in the Northwest. But of course, like I said, every state has different climates. But for the most part, you do have high production of nectar during spring, and you have very low production of nectar during winter, or none whatsoever. So anyways, like I was saying, if you can learn a lesson from anything, learn a lesson from nature and what it tells you. Save all you can, even if it's money or putting in time for yourself, do that. Save that honey and save that pollen for yourself while you can, while you're still young, and while you can work. Because eventually you're going to hit this point in your life where you're going to wish you did. You're going to wish you saved more. You're going to wish you invested more time into your body, into your health. And when you're old and can't really do much, what are you going to do? All right, well, that was that. I'll see you guys next time.